In this video, we are looking at the possible price movements of Euro USD in this market chart. From this point here, the market made a reversal down to this point. Then from here, the market moved in an ascending wedge, bouncing off the trend lines, and in all these highlighted points, the market price made a confluence, a horizontal support, a bounce off from trend line and the reversal patterns. Here it made a harami pattern as it bounced off the resistance level. There is indecision in the market now, right at this resistance zone. Because of the long bullish candlestick here, only a good bearish candlestick could champion reversal to the lower trend line. These hanging man candlesticks, both bullish and bearish, support market indecision at this point. Here, price is still active, and its close is likely to determine the market's direction. Now, we will be looking at the possible market direction. Where do you think the market price is aiming for? Remember, the market doesn't care about your positions. Sometimes it can go the direction contrary to your prediction. Some traders will go short at the close of this harami because it hit the resistance and trend line here. Upward movement of prices would see the market aim for either of these levels. Let's draw a resistance line here. The more shadows it touches, the better. Extend the line to these points. The expectation is that the market would react to this level. It's either the market breaks through or bounces off this level. If prices moves higher from here, it's more likely the market would bounce off this level. Also, there is another level to watch out for. These two levels are close to each other, so prices can aim for any. Now, this highlighted level will be a level of interest. This is because of the pullbacks here. So, that makes here a hot area if the market prices moves up. Market prices will certainly react here. Making an illustration, we will have an arrow pointing here. Before we continue, follow the link in the comments section and register with one of the world's reputable brokers. For mouth-watering offers, don't miss out on this opportunity. Remember, register using the link. Do you notice, at this level, there is also a support? Let's insert a trend line. Always take your time when you draw support lines. Now, we have this. Within this channel, prices obey this trend line. Prices can either bounce off this level or break through. And if prices bounce off from here, it can either aim at the above trend line or highlighted area. However, this level shouldn't be an entry point for you. It will influence price direction within this channel, so a bounce off would see prices reacting to the above or below trend line. Here is another possibility. Prices could reach the lower trend line. Then, the market might bounce off and aim for the above trend line or the highlighted resistance level. When this happens, then we will be looking at an extension of this wedge. In all these possibilities, most likely the market will eventually break the lower trend line. A break from this trend line will see prices trending down. And the extent of the trend will be determined by studying past market movements. Here is a level to watch out for. So, at this level the focus will be if the market will make a reversal or breakthrough, which will see rise in prices or further downward movement of prices respectively. Also, prices will definitely react here before any downward movement. A break from here will see price go down, all the way to the lower area. Let's get back to this. The essence of this illustration is for you to note one important thing. In all these, the movements of price at these levels will give you an insight of the market expectations. Price reaction on these levels will determine whether you should enter a trade or not. Your entry, stop loss and target points will be highly influenced by these levels. Next, we look at the economic calendar and see what to expect. Starting from the United States expected data, we have the Fed Chair Powell's speech. Remember, this is an Euro-USD chart, so economic data relating to the European Union and the United States will influence price movements. Next is the consumer data for the Michigan state. The previous and forecast are very close. If the forecast becomes the actual, then it will have an expected impact on price. From the European zone, the focus starts on the Economic Sentiment Index. This is a very important economic data, so the outcome of these will have great impact on price movements. That is, if there is significant difference between the forecast and the expected data. Next, the focus shifts to Lagarde's speech, the ECB president. Speeches like this can trigger high volume movements of price when it deviates from expectations. The level of impact of these fundamentals ranges from low to high impact and this is determined by the type of news release. Being an expert increases your accuracy in making profitable trade decision up to 80%, while fundamental analysis will add to your success. This actually explains why prices make the movements they do and when to expect these movements. Go through your economic data to see the previous and forecast figures. At this stage, what are your expectations from this market chart? Remember to leave your comments